Well, welcome back, I guess. Today I will be playing Message in the Haunted Mansion.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew. Welcome to my latest cyber mystery, Message in a Haunted Mansion. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click on the tutorial button to learn how to play the game.
I think I'm going to do Junior today because my notes for this game that I'm actually are only for Junior.
Dear Beth, hello from stormy San Francisco. This time I'm staying in a beautiful Victorian mansion. You'd love the room I'm in. It's full of old Chinese furnishings and some interesting knickknacks. The owner of the house, Rose Green, is a friend of Hannah and asked me to come out and help her with some renovation work. She and her friend Abby hope to turn the place into a bed and breakfast by next month. But from what I gathered, Rose isn't sure if she can open in time. Ever since they started the renovations, they've had a lot of accidents. Could it be just bad luck, or is there something more sinister at work? I'm sure I'll find out. Love, Nancy.
Okay. There we go. I haven't played this game in over 2 years. So let's see how it goes. I think I vaguely remember
Listen, my child,
what you have to
this
look at.
story of dreams, and know that the beginning is more difficult than it seems. When the 10 daughters are reunited in order, when the 4-sided box loses its border, when the eye of the phoenix is in your hand, when the bird of fire can see again, when the moon sleeps and the sun plays, the king of the sky will shine his ray, and hidden beneath a river of colors will lie a gate to golden wonders.
She reads that so mysteriously. Lonnie Minella, once again, great job.
When the 10 daughters are reunited in order.
Okay, yeah, I remember you have to look at that in order to get the
It's
symbols.
locked.
Oh, right. Who locks their suitcase? In their room. What? What? You can't look at those? Fine. Accidents. Why so many? Chinese antique decorations. Rose, owner of house. That is really descriptive. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, let's go out. Wow.
It's stuck.
It's not locked, though.
Hello, Nancy. I see you've arrived safely from your long journey. But I'm sensing an aura of danger around you. I can tell you're an inquisitive type, a little skeptical, and that you don't believe in ghosts.
How do you know I don't believe in ghosts?
I know many things. I know how to communicate with the spirits, and I know things about people that they don't tell me. Call it intuition or ESP. The spirits in this house are interested in you, especially since you don't believe in them. Watch out. They may give you a rough time just to get your attention.
Does your intuition tell you who could be behind these recent accidents?
I'm not sure, but for some reason the name Valdez has a strong connection with this mansion.
Well, you'll be the first to know if I find a ghost floating over my bed.
Do you dare mock the supernatural?
Yes.
Just bear in mind what I've told you about this place. Spirits of the deceased can do unimaginable harm, especially to those who don't believe. Now, if you will please excuse me, I need to prepare myself for this evening. At that time, more will be revealed.
Wow. And that's the last we see of Abby for a while. Rose.
Hello, Nancy. I'm very glad you could come out here. We can really use your help, seeing how far we are behind schedule. Are you all ready to do some renovation work?
I sure am. This house must have quite a history. What do you know about it?
Not very much, but Abby found some interesting old papers that might give us clues about the history of the house. They're in the parlor if you want to take a peek. There's also an old-time saloon in the basement. So it's possible the house was once a hotel.
Last night, you mentioned some accidents. What exactly happened?
I don't know where to begin. It started out with some small but irritating things. But then the scaffolding collapsed, and just last week we had a gas leak. I really don't know whether I can stand much more of this. I would love to have a week without any accidents.
I can understand your frustration, Rose. Do you think it's just bad luck?
I'm not one to believe in bad luck, but it's been one thing after another. Maybe Charlie doesn't have the expertise for these renovations, but his rates are so affordable. I sometimes wonder, though, if this old house would be worth more burned to the ground. Enough chit-chat. Hannah tells me you're a real pro with puzzles. Take a look in the corner. Those wood tiles should fit inside the inlay pattern of the floor. Abby and I tried for hours, but it's just too complicated. I'm sorry for not introducing you around, but everyone posts their schedule here in the dining room. It's kind of like Command Central. Let me know how far you get with that puzzle. And thanks again for helping us, Nancy.
Wow. She talks a lot. Okay. This is like a really boring puzzle to have on a video, but I'll try to do it as quick as I can. So the voice Nancy makes when she finishes this puzzle, what she says, it's just like, Nancy, what are you doing? Why'd you say it like that? I guess it'd be more like Lonnie. But either way, it's hilarious. Okay. I do like these puzzles, but I don't like this one, because in real life you would not have to worry about the exactness, only because it would fit in. But because this is a game, we have to get it exactly in, with no bits showing. Also,
I did it!
how can two grown women not do that?
How's that inlay puzzle coming along?
I finished it!
Wonderful! But now I've got something else for you. I set up a ladder upstairs so you can chip off the broken tiles on the hallway ceiling. You'll need to look around for a chisel or paint scraper for the job. I'm not sure where Charlie keeps them.
I think this would be a lot more efficient of a renovation job if you gave her a list. If this game was made now, Nancy would probably get a list of chores instead of one by one.
How did you meet Abby?
She was the drama coach back in River Heights, and we worked on a couple of plays together. My bid on this house was too low, so she pitched in her savings to help me get the place. If it weren't for Abby, I couldn't have afforded this place.
What is Abby planning for tonight?
She's putting on some kind of seance tonight to contact these ghosts or whatever she thinks is causing all of these accidents.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Take care.
She's not that busy. She's just sitting there. She does the least out of everyone. At least Abby is doing something. This is very important, apparently. Cat napping. How do we get out of this? Oh, okay. Some things. Another tea set. A much fancier version of the one from Stay Tuned for Danger. Schedules. What's in here? A letter. She insured this house for $1 million. Well, that would certainly be a motive for sabotage. Of course, the house would have to burn to the ground, as she herself said. Oops. Let's explore first.
It's stuck.
Where is all the locks? Wow. Beautiful music. Superb music. Bravissimo. Ma. Bravissima.
Hidden beneath a river of colors.
Hmm. You know, I love how she carries that dramatic voice with her in everything she reads. It's Scandal, horror, outrage. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. This is an awful article. I've never read that before. Never noticed that. They're... Wow. Wow. Looks like it's hard to have a bread and breakfast. Bed and breakfast, I mean. You know, I mentioned this book on the HerInteractive boards once, and I got a warning because you're not supposed to mention drinks, even though this is non-alcoholic. Apparently, what they put in the games, you're not allowed to talk about.
Hi, you must be Nancy. My name's Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. You must have a lot of experience to work on such a big house.
No, but I learned quickly. Even Lewis said so. Have you met him yet? He's helping Rose with the house. Yeah, he showed me how to do some of the remodeling work.
Maybe it's the shirt, but this guy doesn't look like a college student.
No, I haven't met him yet. Does he work for Rose?
He's an antique dealer, I think. I guess he does consulting work for Rose, like on Victorian furnishings and stuff.
Do you have any idea why there's been so many accidents on this project?
I have no idea. People are blaming me, but it's not my fault. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this work. Listen, Nancy, I really need to get back to work. I'm repairing some floorboards, so be careful walking around. Rose was looking for you earlier. Maybe she has something for you to do. See ya.
Wow. These people are very abrupt. It's like instruction. Goodbye. Have fun with this information. A phoenix.
It's missing an eye.
I can get out of here. Let's escape. Door's locked. Look at that. Creepy. Oh look, a paint scraper. Just what the doctor ordered. Sort of.
It's good to know it's here.
Yes, should there happen to be a fire, perhaps. It'd be nice. Not sure what any of that means at the moment. Actually, I really don't. I don't usually pay a lot of attention to the writing in these older games. Probably should. They'd have a lot of good information, I'm sure. Some letters to Rose. Okay, great. Ooh, a phone. We'll call Bess. Actually, we'll call Bess now. I have her phone number memorized. Stuck in my head forever.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. George is here. Let me put her on the speakerphone. Nancy?
Hi, George.
Hey, what's up?
I'm in San Francisco, helping a friend of Hannah's renovate an old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast. Unfortunately, some strange accidents have delayed the project.
Uh-oh.
Well, get this. One of the owners, Abby, thinks the place is haunted by a ghost named Valdez.
A ghost? Well, I'm glad I'm not out there. Sounds like another case is in the works. So tell us more about what's been going on. Do you know anything about the house's history?
I met the resident handyman, Charlie. He's pretty young, and I don't think he has much experience.
Maybe he doesn't charge very much, so he's probably a good bargain for Rose. Or maybe he's just cute. Bess, is that all you can think about? No.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Call us.
Wow. Okay. Synchronized goodbyes. Actually, that is a really... I wish I could do
It
that.
won't fit.
What won't? My magnifying glass?
It won't fit. It won't fit.
Wow. Lizzie Applegate. Mahjong.
When the four-sided box loses its border.
Oh, Nancy, you and your words. The history of the piano. Wait, did that say volume 1? Where'd it go? Okay, good. I thought I was just going to say volume 1. I was like, whoa! How many volumes do you need? Oh. Ooh. The Firebird. I think you mean the Phoenix. What's over here? Fuck. The Theory of Music, level 1. Yeah, I took a few years of piano, so I'm pretty sure I don't need that, but okay. Can't look in any drawers. Maze game. Thing. There you go. Okay. I do not like these mazes, but I know that if you press M, you get a map. I feel like there's a way to move faster, but I don't know what it is. So I have to move at the pace of a snail. Wonderful. Thankfully, there's only 2 games with this maze puzzle in it, so I'm only going to have to do it twice. This way? I do. Okay. Far so good. Whoa. Okay. Not so good. I see the end. One way. Ah, the end. Finally. I mean, it wasn't that long. Boing. Okay. Don't know what good that's. The laptop password is antiques. Okay. That's not available. No disk. No printer. Wow, what a useless computer. Well, I should probably get back to work. Ugh. The squeaks.
I need a paint scraper.
You mean this? The thing I am holding in my hand?
It's locked.
There we go. I should talk to Rose about this.
How are the tiles coming along?
I'm
Oops.
still working on them.
I'm not.
Don't work too hard.
Okay.
How are the tiles coming along?
I'm all finished, but you should know what I found.
I'm sure it's very interesting, but unless it's really important, I've got other things to worry about. Let's see. If you're any good at fixing things, there's a dumbwaiter in the hallway that's not working.
How did you find
If
Charlie?
I'm any
He
good at
just showed up
fixing
one day.
things.
It was really odd. I remember Abby and I were in the basement talking about hiring someone to help us. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang and there stood Charlie, looking for work.
Where did Abby find those papers that are in the parlor?
She told me they were in her room, which surprised me since it was completely empty when we moved in. Now the room you're staying in was crammed with furniture. I think most of it was original with the house.
Wonder how much it's worth.
Whose laptop is that in the library?
Lewis leaves it here, but he doesn't like people to use it. He said he's had trouble with viruses lately.
Have you heard of someone named Lizzie Apple?
That's an excuse
No,
that I
I
like to use.
I can see you're busy.
Actually, no, I
I'll
don't.
let you go.
So
But-
long.
I really don't like people using my laptop. In fact, I don't think anybody else has ever used my laptop. Okay. Before I get too
It
far.
won't fit.
There. Happy now? Well, let's see. Lewis is here at noon, and it is 11:30. So, you'd find something to do for a half hour. Nancy time.
I see.
That was creepy. Oh. Now. Wow. These creepy sound effects are, well, Creepy.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
Can I use this? I can. I normally
It's
use
stuck.
the screwdriver, but since I don't have it, so I think, is this the key that goes here?
It's locked.
Nope. Rats. Oh. Have to do that later, I guess. Is it noon yet? 11:45. Maybe Charlie will have something to say.
Hey, Nancy. I really need to finish this up. Sorry.
Wow. Thanks. I'll just go call Hannah. I'll call Hannah. I actually... Emily. No. Hannah. No. Emily. No. Both. I think I'll start with home because I like talking to Hannah. It's the only game you can do that, so why not? Come on, pick up.
Crew residence, Hannah Groon speaking.
Hi, Hannah.
Nancy, how are you? How's Rose?
Great. I'm really glad you had Rose invite me out here. Her house is so beautiful.
I'm so happy you're out there. But I'm worried about all the accidents she's having. There's just been so many.
I didn't realize Rose was so young. How did you meet her?
Doesn't she look great? You'd never think she was a day over 50. I met Rose at the River Heights Community Theater after she retired from the school district, don't you remember? Abby was working with us too. Have you met Abby yet?
Yes. She thinks the house is haunted.
Abby has always been a little dramatic. But Rose tells me she really believes in that spiritualism stuff. A waste of time, if you ask me.
Rose mentioned some accidents she's been having. What do you know about them?
She doesn't say much, but I know they've become worse and worse. That's one of the reasons why I asked you to visit her, to see if everything is all right.
Do you suspect there's something more to these accidents?
I don't know. Rose is under a lot of pressure to open that bread and breakfast on time, and I'm worried that it may be too much for her.
When is she planning to open it?
In a month or two. Rose spent her entire life savings on the house. If this doesn't work out, she won't have 30 more years to earn the money back. Well, I should let you get back to your renovation work. Thank you for calling. There's probably no reason for concern. But be on the lookout for anything unusual. Goodbye, dear.
Anything unusual? There is a lot of things unusual in this house. For example... Okay, just making sure. Okay. Let's see if Lewis is in yet. Oh my goodness. It is 12:15. Where is he? He's late. Lazy. Let's see if that works. Ah! That man. You hardly ever get to talk to him. Not as bad as Guadalupe, but still annoying.
She sounds busy.
Is she now? That doesn't sound busy to me.
Hello.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Take care.
She is not busy. What do I do? Seriously. Like, what can I do? Is he here yet? Yay.
Hello. I was so wrapped up in my book, I didn't hear you come in. My name is Lewis Chandler.
Those doors are pretty loud.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Nancy Drew. Are you a friend of Rose?
Yes, I'd like to think so, but I'm an antique dealer, and a client told me that Rose and Abby had recently acquired the estate. I'm an authority on the Victorian era, so they were only too happy to let me use the library in exchange for my advice on the renovations.
Of course they were.
You must know a lot about the house's history.
Actually, I'm a bit in the dark about this particular property. However, as far as Victorian mansions go, I don't see anything remarkable about this one.
Abby thinks the mansion is haunted.
Does she? There have been documented cases of hauntings in older mansions. And I might add, not all of the hauntings were by friendly spirits.
How does he not? Has he never talked to
Do
Abby?
you think a ghost is causing these accidents?
Accidents? I know Rose has mentioned some inconveniences like that wall covering and the light supplies, but I would hardly call those accidents. I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment, and although I'd like to talk, I really don't have the time. Please, excuse me.
You're reading. And yes, it is nice to get away from people and read. But you're not busy. People just, you're not busy. Stop saying you're busy. Hey, she's done.
The spirits wish to speak to you, Nancy. Tonight, I will channel their energies to deliver a message. Meet me down in the basement, if you dare. Please sit down.
We really don't have time for this.
Let us begin. We are gathered here tonight to contact the shades of those who have passed before us. Gaze into the crystal ball. It will answer all of our questions.
Who has called me forth from the great beyond?
We have. Are you the spirit known as Valdez?
I was once called that in the world of the living.
Are you the spirit who has caused these accidents?
I have come back searching for her, my wife. Where can she be?
The spirits have spoken. The seance is over.
We've got a busy day tomorrow, and no more time for these games, Abby. And make sure you blow out the candles on your way up. I don't want to wake up and find the house on fire.
All this mention of fire really makes me think that there's going to be a fire. Oh my goodness. You can tell I haven't played this game in a while because these scary events are kind of startling me. Get that one. Key. I think this is the key I needed.
It's stuck.
Is it now? Aha. Ejecting equipment. Okay. Now I need that. Is that all I need? Think. Just one. Huh. Oh well. How do I get out of here? Here we go. That door just shut. Suspicious. Ooh. Maybe we can see what Rose is working on. Really? She just sits here and looks at a list. Stolen roofing materials, scaffolding collapse. Huh. She's already reported damages. Okay. Let's go investigate that attic.
It's locked.
Not anymore. Okay. The mysterious storybook. Story about gold.
It's locked.
Not anymore.
There's something hidden here.
Is there? Well, I believe I have those notes written down.
Is there more to this music than what I'm seeing?
Wow.
Is there more to this music than what I'm seeing?
Probably. E. Valdez. Valdez. Easy Applegate. Come on.
And know that the beginning is more difficult than its...
Seems. I knew what she was going to say. No, seriously. Ooh, crowbar. Another storybook. Wow, this is hard to read. And so, I will not read it. Iron, because you never know when you need to smack someone on the head. Magazines. A tile. And I'm stuck.
It's stuck.
Just crowbar that open. Crowbar a verb because it is now. Okay, which I think the one down here must be the one that needs fixed. Yep. Now let's go see what that gave us. Yum. No,
When the
I don't know.
eye of the phoenix is in your hand.
She's almost said the whole poem. She read that once and she has the whole thing memorized. That's impressive. Okay. Now, I can put those other tiles in.
It won't fit.
Ugh. A clicking noise. Ooh. Baby. Or a little kid.
Listen, my child, to this story of dreams.
And know that the end is more difficult than it seems. Well, now that I... No, let me out. Okay, good. Now that I have a lantern, let's go investigate the basement a little bit more. Whoa. You know, I'm kind of glad I'm playing this in the afternoon because I think I might actually get scared at night since I haven't played this in a while.
It's so dark in here.
I just turned a lantern on. Someone's been staying here. Charlie?
The king of the sky will shine his ray.
Why is Charlie down here? Let's take this. That must have been the shadow. Okay. And let's go read his term paper. Which, like, Nancy, why would you do this? The password is antiques. Oh wait, no, I forgot to put the disc in. Okay, there we go. Floppy disk. This is not a term paper, this is an outline. Also, kind of a short outline. But you know, outline... Oh. Have fun with that, Charlie. Now, lastly... Seems really loud around here. Let's get these screws off. Aha! She's scaring us with a vent. With the speaker. Not with a vent. No, it's been a long day. Dragons. Okay. I think it's time for some bed. Oh wow, it was like 11 at night. Yawn! I don't know. Let's set it to 11. Ugh. That alarm will wake me up every day.
I hope you're convinced now that the spirits are with us. These ghosts are here to stay.
I'm convinced that this house is haunted. I'm just not sure who is responsible.
Isn't it obvious? Senor Valdez and his wife, long-lost soulmates wandering aimlessly in the netherworld, returning to this house to search for each other. I only hope that one day I will be able to reunite them so that they may find peace.
I love
I
this
found out
response.
how you rigged the seance table with a projector. That was a pretty good show you gave.
Okay, so I staged part of the seance, but that still doesn't mean this place isn't haunted. Seances were very popular during the Victorian era, and I plan to entertain our guests with them. It'll be a great way to promote the place.
Have you been creating these accidents to help your promotion?
Of course not. I've had nothing to do with these accidents. They cost us both time and money. If you want to find out who's behind the accidents, ask our resident handyman.
Do you mean Charlie?
Well, who else?
It's clear to me that Charlie's totally responsible for the accidents. Who else could it have been? He's a really nice kid, but he has no idea what he's doing. Unfortunately, Rose doesn't want to fire him. And there's something suspicious about him.
What do you mean?
The other day, I was down in the basement working for over an hour, and suddenly he sneaks up on me. I bet he was down there the whole time, watching me.
Do you know much about Louis? It must be great having your own expert on Victorians.
He owns Chandler Interiors, a very reputable antique store. I'm sure his clients will be quite interested in our bed and breakfast once they hear about our resident ghost.
Does Charlie live around here?
I'm not sure. He said he's between apartments. I think he said he's staying with friends until he can find a place of his own.
Between apartments? That seems kind of odd.
Not for San Francisco. Rents are really high, and there are so many kids thinking they can find cheap housing out here. It's sad to say, but a lot of them end up on the streets.
That is sad.
How long have you known Rose?
A couple of years. She has good business sense, but I think she needs to think more about advertising. Otherwise, we're just like all the other B&Bs in this town, and believe me, there's plenty of them.
I saw those papers in the parlor. Where did you find them?
Right in my room. They're so vintage. I'm going to ask Louis if he can get me some antique frames for them. Rose and I can use the letters in our historical display.
What a hipster.
Historical display?
Yes, they're very popular in bed and breakfasts. They usually contain old photographs, letters, documents, things like that.
Were there any photographs with the papers?
I did find this old picture of a woman dressed in men's clothing. I think it was taken in the entryway by the staircase. I sent it to a photographer to have it restored.
Do you have any idea who this woman might be?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Have you seen the poem in my room?
Oh, I love that poem. Listen, my child, to this story of dreams. How does the rest go? It was there when we bought the place.
Apparently Nancy has memorized the whole thing, so she could just tell you.
I heard someone crying in the hallway. Was that you?
I told you the spirits were interested in you. Was it a woman crying?
Yes, it was. How did you know?
It must be one of our phantom residents.
Do you know who this phantom could be?
Well, it wasn't me crying out there.
Did the house come with a lot of furniture?
There were a lot of pieces and knickknacks left behind, like the books in the study, your bed. I think it was too large to take out of the room.
I'll let you get back to what
Oh
you
wow,
were doing.
nice face.
Ta-ta for now.
Winnie the Pooh references. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Hello.
How do you know Louis?
He stopped by one day to introduce himself. He seemed awfully curious about our property, but he's an antique dealer specializing in the Victorian period. He's been extremely helpful advising us on authentic decor.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Don't work too hard.
He's not here yet, so I have time to run over to that secret passageway. You can't enter the passageway when he's here, so you have to make sure to get in here before he gets here.
Louis is up to something.
He's getting a book. That's not up to something. Also, I wish I had this library.
Aha, that's it.
Louis, are you in there?
I'll be right there.
hiding something in his briefcase.
Okay, now that is suspicious. But you know, just looking at a book is not suspicious, Nancy. What did I just do? Okay. Briefcase time. Okay. Combination is on the laptop under the password section, and I have it written down. This side is 4, 8, 6, 8. Awesome.
Gumbo Fu? What's that?
What's this? He's selling gold. Huh. Nancy Drew. Wow. What's this? Hidden treasures in our homes. Wow, they found 200 or 20,000. Let's get out of here before he gets back. Okay. Why did I take this tape? Can I even listen to it? I can't remember. It's 12:15. Lewis should be back. I will step out of the room and then see if he's there so I can talk to him. Nope. Well, in that case, I'm going to call Emily Foxworth. I haven't called her yet. 5555367. Okay, answer the phone already.
This is Emily.
Hi, Emily. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew? I haven't heard from you in ages. How's Hannah in River Heights? You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear?
How would she know?
Actually, I am. I'm helping one of Hannah's friends, Rose Green, renovate this wonderful old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast.
Seems to be the trend these days. I'll bet you're staying in the Haight-Ashbury district.
I'm not sure. The place is located on California Lane. 4653, I think is the number.
You know, you're lucky you caught me at home. I've been traveling most of these days, but after that crazy tour of Egypt. By the way, riding a camel is not as easy as it looks. My editor gave me an assignment right here in town. It'll be on the Dragons of San Francisco.
I hope you won't be riding them. What were you doing in Egypt?
Oh, you know, the usual. Pyramids, bazaars, the Sphinx. But what are you up to, Nancy? Why'd you call? Is there anything I can help you out with?
Do you know what the words Gumbo Fu mean?
Sounds Chinese to me. Why don't you ask everyone what they think it means? It may have something to do with the house. In the meantime, I'll ask my friends about it. Gumbo Fu.
Can you tell me about the Chinese writing system? I seem to come across a lot of Chinese symbols.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. The Chinese have been an important part of San Francisco history for over 100 years. The symbols are called Hanzi, and each one represents a particular thing, or an idea, or an action. You find them all over on business cards, takeout cartons, artwork.
I found some old papers in the house, plus a page from a phone directory dated 1894.
Oh, that sounds valuable. It's hard to find old documents like that before 1906.
What do you know about the Bandit's Treasure?
Bandit's Treasure? Oh, you mean the play? The Rep did a season where they performed old local plays, including the Bandit's Treasure. I've never seen it, but I hear the music is fantastic.
Have you heard of an antique dealer named Louis Chandler?
Nope, never heard of him.
Have you heard of an actress, Lizzie Applegate?
Oh, sure. She was a good friend of Lotta Crabtree, another popular actress in the late 1800s. As I recall, she opened up a big hotel. What was it called? The Hotel Mandrake or the Oriental? I forget.
Was it in this neighborhood? Is it still around?
Oh, no, this one was downtown. It was very big, but I think it burned down.
Have you ever come across hidden rooms in Victorian mansions?
No.
But I've read that many houses were only partially rebuilt after the Great Earthquake, closing off damaged rooms from the rest of the house.
Do you know where Yerba Buena town is?
That's what San Francisco was called back during the Spanish colonial period, but no one calls it that anymore.
Tell me about the Spanish and San Francisco.
Oh, you could write a book on that. The Spanish were the first Europeans to settle this area during the 1700s, and it stayed that way until after the Mexican-American War when it was handed over to the United States. It couldn't have happened at a better time because gold was discovered outside the city not more than 2 years later.
With all of that gold around, I'd imagine there's a lot of buried treasure in this town.
Yeah, you'd think that, but I've never heard of any in San Francisco, except for Treasure Island out in the bay. But that's named after the book, not some legend.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
Keep me posted, okay?
So it sounds like gold. Be a good motive. You're sabotaging. He's still not here. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. Well. Fine. 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 Let's see if Charlie has any words today.
Hey, Nancy, I see you survived Abby's seance. Man, that Valdez guy sure sounded creepy.
Have you ever heard of him? Valdez, I mean.
I've heard of a Diego Valdez. He was a wealthy rancher who lived in the 1800s. Yeah, I just read a book on him for my history class.
Was he from San Francisco?
No, he was sort of a hermit and never married, but he was extremely generous. He gave away thousands of dollars.
Had you come across any hidden passageways down here?
You mean like a trapdoor leading to a room with skeletons or something? No, I haven't.
Have you seen the poem in the Chinese room?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. It almost sounds like there's a hidden message in there, you know?
How do you like working for Abby?
She's not bad. She can be a little weird. I think she gets on Rose's nerves sometimes.
What do you mean?
She always does a disappearing act whenever Rose needs her to do some work. And I think Rose has sort of had it, you know?
Abby thinks the house is haunted.
I know people like that.
You?
I'm not sure. Let's just say I wouldn't rule it out. But that's Abby's department, not mine.
Do you know what the words gumbo foo mean?
I'm not sure. I've never heard that before.
Charlie, I found this diskette. I think it's yours.
I was wondering where it was. Thanks a lot, Nancy. Luckily, I had a backup at the school.
That must be an interesting paper you're writing.
I just started to write it, so I don't know very much about the robbery. It's hard to separate fact from fiction, especially when most of the information is based on rumors.
Whatever happened to the gold?
Nobody knows. Some historians say that the bank faked the robbery to collect the insurance money.
Was it El Diablo who stole the gold? Or someone else?
It was definitely El Diablo, but no one knows who he was. In my opinion, El Diablo never existed. He was a composite of different outlaws from that era.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay, I can never confront him about living in that secret room. I don't know how. It's really frustrating. Okay, so I need to play B-E-G-A-G. So B... B... Yes. Can't take that. Okay. Let's go see what I can see upstairs. Because I believe that that paper goes on the word. Okay. The words up here, I think. Let's see.
There's something hidden here.
Ah. Find Diego on stairs. Okay. We are getting somewhere. Oh, right. I have to pry my way out. Diego on stairs. So this is supposed to say Diego. Coins. False. Floor. Ow. That clock is really out of tune. Okay. Let's see if Lewis is finally here. Finally.
Hello, Nancy.
I was wondering whether you knew anything about someone named E. Valdez.
E. Valdez. No, I've never heard of that name. But I'll jot it down and let you know if I come across it anywhere.
What was the Ladies' Protection Society?
A popular charity in the early 1900s. They helped widows and orphans.
What kind of antique store do you own?
It's a gallery, not a store. And it's called Chandler Interiors, specializing in the Victorian period. I have clients from all over the world, and if I don't have what they're looking for, I find it.
Was this house once a hotel?
That's hard to say. The house has been renovated many times, but several of its original features, such as the saloon and staircase, seem to indicate that it may have been a hotel. Unfortunately, there are no records on this house before 1906.
Do you think Charlie is doing a good job?
Certainly. He's rough around the edges, but he's reliable and learns very quickly. He's just what Rose and I need.
Do you know who Lizzie Applegate was?
Yes, I certainly do. She was a very popular actress in the late 1800s. She was very generous and left all of her money to the Ladies' Protection Society.
Did Lizzie ever wear men's clothing?
I'm sure she played some roles where she had to dress as a man, but she was quite an elegant woman, quite fashionable for her time.
Have you seen the poem in my room?
Oh, that one. Yes, it's just some cheap Chinatown souvenir.
Is it?
Do you know what a phoenix is?
Yes, it's a mythical bird-like creature that builds a nest every 500 years and then sets itself on fire to rise forth, reborn from its ashes. It's a very popular symbol in the Bay Area. In fact, there's one on the main staircase.
Do you know what gumbo foo means?
Where did you hear that?
I read about it in a magazine.
I see. As I recall, it means House of Great Books. After the Great Earthquake, many books and documents were stored in private homes to save them from the fires. The Chinese called those houses gumbo fu.
I won't keep you any longer.
Goodbye.
Okay, no, that definitely just moved. Creep E. I say I'm going to sleep until 3 o'clock, when I can then go snoop in Abby's room. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh, wait. Note. Gold Treasure Mansion. Huh. That came quickly. A note? I'm not gonna scream. Leave the mansion now. Why? Could it be because there is? Fire! The phone is ringing. I don't want to answer it. What a terrible time for the phone to ring. Oh my goodness. You can hear it in the background. The phone. The phone is ringing. Oh.
I talked to everybody in the house, and none of them can figure out what caused the fire. Maybe I should take Lewis's advice and cut my losses before it's too late.
What advice?
He has a client who might want to buy the place. Someone with more experience and money to finish all of the renovations.
What did the fire department say?
They think the fire was caused by sparks from the fireplace, since it doesn't have a screen. And I specifically told Charlie to buy one. How could he have forgotten? No, I am bound and determined to stick with this house no matter what. Nothing can drive me away. I don't care if it's fires, earthquakes, or Mr. Valdez with his gang of ghosts.
Excuse me for prying, but why did you spend so much money to insure the house against fire?
For protection. I've put my entire life savings into this house, and if it goes up in smoke, I'll lose everything.
Have you found any rainbow designs in the house?
Rainbows? No. Not that I can remember.
Do you know what gumbo foo means?
No. Not that I can remember.
Oh my
I can
goodness.
see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye.
Rose is such a useless character. Sometimes. Most of the time. Also, there was no fire, so how would there be sparks coming out of the fireplace?
Hey,
Charlie?
Nancy, here there's been another accident. You've got to believe me, I didn't have anything to do with it. I just hope Rose doesn't blame me for this one.
Charlie, are you sure there isn't more to these accidents that you're not telling me?
Everyone thinks I'm causing these accidents because I was always the last one there, but I had nothing to do with them. I can tell you this. There's something unusual going on in this house.
What makes you say that?
I'd better not say anymore. Sorry.
Who was
Why?
the last person you saw in the parlor before the fire?
I've been working mostly in the basement, but I think I saw Abby go through those papers right before the fire.
I'll let you get back to your renovations.
See you around.
Well, I think I'll go check out those papers again. Especially since that's what was on fire. Let's go see. That's not the papers. Make sure about that. Yeah, those are Rose's letters. You. Oh, here, good.
Nancy, what a shame to have lost those papers. And to think that we almost lost the house. Rose is very fortunate to have you here.
Yes.
Did you hear anything in the parlor before the fire started?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm somewhat isolated here. With these thick walls, I barely hear anything.
Were the papers very valuable?
Not for my purposes, no. But they must have had some sentimental value.
Do you
I
think
thought
Rose
that
should
they did
sell the
have value.
house?
I leave that decision up to her. She's put an extraordinary amount of time and money into it, and I'm not sure if she can afford what it'll take to complete the renovations. But whatever her decision, I will assist her however I can.
I won't keep you any longer.
Good day.
Well, he's not very helpful. Let's see what Abby has to say about all this.
You have become completely distracted by all of this spiritualism stuff. I think you were in the parlor while the burning candles are using that flashlight. Well, excuse me for trying to find some ways to promote this place. It's good business sense. Well, I guess we won't have to worry about advertising if the mansion burns down. You've given up. You want the mansion to burn to the ground. That way you won't have to worry about losing your investment. You'll just collect the insurance. How dare you? Are you accusing me of fraud? I'm sorry, Rose. I don't know. It's just all these accidents and now this. I know you're dedicated to this house. I'm sorry for doubting you. Let's just finish up these curtains. I think the stress of the last few weeks has finally gotten the better of us.
Huh. Never heard that before. Should I enter? Let's see. I'll be quick. Ain't nothing there. The book. Old West Romances. Lizzie Applegate. Interesting.
Something's missing
Yes,
here.
something is missing. Ah, found it. Okay.
I need a tape.
This tape.
Who has called
stop.
me forth from the great
Oh.
beyond?
Okay, good. I thought I was gonna keep going.
When the moon sleeps and the sun...
Plays. Hey, Maddie Jensen. Okay. Be really fast in here because when's she gonna come back? So yeah, you. I already have all that written down, actually. A one-way mirror. Another one. That's actually the second one here. Some flowers. Okay.
I should return the spider
Oh,
so
right.
Abby doesn't suspect anything.
Really smart. What? No, I wasn't in there. Shh. Ugh. Rose? Wow. Okay. What? I have not heard some of these. What is going on? My game haunted? Oh,
Hi, Nancy.
wow. Why
I
did that
can't believe
scare
we had
me?
a fire. I can't believe it. I bet Charlie was down there before it started.
Why do you say that?
Because he's always around at the scene of these accidents. I told Rose to fire him, but she won't listen to me.
I found out how you wired the house to make it haunted. The only ghost who walks these halls is you, Abby.
And so it is, I admit it. But I had you fooled there, didn't I? If I can fool Nancy Drew, I'm sure I'll be able to fool even our most skeptical guests.
Why did you go to all the trouble to do this?
For the publicity. But I really do think there's something going on in this house. I really believe it's haunted. I'm just enhancing the spectral experience.
Are you sure you haven't caused any of these accidents with your stunts?
Yes, I'm sure. I've been very careful with everything.
Do you know what gumbo foo means?
Gumbo foo? I love gumbo. What kind of gumbo is gumbo foo?
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Pax vobiscum.
Well, okay. That was interesting. I'm discovering new things about this game. Lewis still here? Yeah.
Yes, Nancy.
I
Okay.
won't keep you any longer.
Thank you, Nancy.
At least you didn't say goodbye, so it's not like the hi, goodbye, goodbye. A little more interesting to say thank you for leaving, I guess.
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, well, I guess I still don't know how to confront him. Frustrating. What about Rose?
I'm glad you dropped by. You know, I wanted to tell you that you'll be alone in the house for a while. Everyone is going to the winter festival, and Charlie's studying for finals. I also took down one of the tapestries in your room for dry cleaning, and what was the other thing? Oh, a messenger dropped off a letter for you. I put it in your room.
Already got
Are you
that.
missing any papers?
Funny you should ask. Yes, I did misplace some old letters, but I'm sure they'll show up soon.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
I didn't have the heart to tell her they'd already been burned. Although, they didn't seem super important. Ah, here we are. Okay, so the order is rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, boar. Awesome. And the order for this is child, beginning, which is this one, daughter, just there, four, which is this one, I, which is this one, fire, moon, king, river, and gold. Yes. Wow. Our wedding day. Elizabeth Applegate and Diego Valdez. I, Elizabeth Valdez, make the will and testament to her friend and to Diego. El Diablo is Diego. Most of the jewelry's gone, but oh well.
Something's missing here.
Ta-da! This is actually pretty easy here. Just do the four corners and the middle. At least on Junior it's easy. Okay, another slider puzzle. I don't mind them really. Okay, let's see. So this is in front, that's in back. So I guess what we want is that. Okay, there's that part. Now that goes there, and that goes in the back. So now this has to go there, and that goes here. Really? Got it. Awesome. Very sparkly ruby. Now, the final bit, believe. It's 4 p.m. We need to go to the next morning when the sun is streaming through the windows. Say 9 o'clock. Okay.
Morning, Nancy.
Morning, Nancy. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Abby, will you stop? Seriously. The IN. Cool. And still, it's more probable than Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Gold! And to think I was standing on it all along.
Too bad no one will ever find out about it.
Lewis.
Lewis?
No.
I knew it. There must be over $1 million in here.
I've got to stop him before he gets away.
Flip the non-squeaky staircase. Come on, Nancy. Go, 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 go. And we will put down the chandelier on top of him. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, hey, get me out of here.
Lucky we didn't kill him.
I'm just about finished with my renovation work and counting out all of those gold coins. Lewis was behind all of the accidents, hoping to pressure Rose into selling the house so he could find the treasure himself. Although Rose and Abby may not have a legal right to the gold, the bank the coins were stolen from will still give them a reward for finding it. The house also has gotten a lot of publicity with all the news stories, and the place is booked solid for the first month of its opening. I guess a haunted bed and breakfast with hidden treasures is all the rage these days, even if there are no such things as ghosts. I think. See you soon, Nancy.
Well, that was actually fun. I mean, not that it wouldn't be. Nancy Drew is always fun. But, okay. So, tomorrow night, probably, I'll be playing Treasure in the Royal Tower. Well, I'm not going to say stay sleuthy until I get out. Because, yeah. I can't believe this game was shorter than Stay Tuned for Danger. Anyway, stay sleuthy.